one pa on ka Arsenal.
But I'm in free me now me close friends no me Arsenal now it will be more fremina passion no me the kasare ho no mu di no me be so ba be so now I don't know but so be any dey see me huru one as a me I don't know
my position on Arsenal team no and the position of Franko Naro we different on the even when they took the lead 9 points no still I was say Arsenal never
I told you
now BC6 say Arsenal City team in there near can and I say there I got 3 points and I City be against Burnley e ja o mo be so go Burnley so ball be from Inti, you know, I very
Wednesday, right?
Yes.
Match on Wednesday,
yes.
Okay.
A job, but so go Bob from it is a joke. Well,
Saturday, as an army sympathize with Arsenal, Kakra. Oh, message and ticket different.
I Saturday, the whole call down.
Yes.
Echo support to almost say, me was all attack you.
Yeah. What attack him? It is a word and a baby team, and what trolley.
And I not for radio, or maybe one day.
Then Ramsmith did you, Papa. Martin and Berry, you know. The Muslim TV, so we are about
I don't want any videos in the my I so many videos now. Funny videos in the now. Back on Pep train at Theta Arsenal and the BOA, you know, but Arsenal said,
yeah. Come say the Peter Jury, so we see capture Bibia Kakra.
Started from more.
Yankees, a couple of us as everyone. Then also here.
Oh, you just a with you. Crocodile ideas on our channel. Ubi was on Wakasa.
No, say they are back.
And then came started from Stanford Bridge.
Young so then the Bridge and I've said, oh, yeah, Bridge is a buoyant. Oh, they are young class now. Okay, young class, I never will put a bit of Kakra. You interpret a jury, Kakram, I already, so she captured the course.
A beautiful, bright day, a terrific prospect, the game to which a season has built. Pressure, privilege, the grand occasion, it feels special. City with momentum and growing menace, Arsenal still with the lead and with 2 decades of pent-up desire, and one of them will be champions. City win and they have the impetus for a neck-and-neck sprint to the line. Arsenal win and tonight they are boss. Here is how it plays out. Taken back by Nunes for Ryan Chucky! The little magic man has done his thing with swagger and style. He is such fun. He is the point of difference. Oh my goodness me! Kai Havertz has pounced on Donnarumma. And Arsenal are level in an chaotic trice. O'Reilly. Haaland! Manchester City in charge again. The big Norwegian insisted as much. Still no whistle. Now the whistle. A monumental Manchester City win. City have seized the pivotal day. And Arsenal now are all but reeled in. Chucky was magic. Haaland was forceful. And the race is neck and neck. Havertz had Arsenal's golden moment. Havertz had Arsenal's sinking moment when he might have saved them at the end. Mikel Arteta is ashen-faced. Gianluigi Donnarumma is a man mightily relieved. But City know, they just know that they are right in the thick of it. Indeed, you might say, City now are boss. And perhaps you saw the banner we all saw there. Maybe Pep is reading it now, the one that said panic on the streets of London. That is Manchester feeling
The poet, and that's some to Accra. So she capture a game, no. A special morning, Uncle Emma lawyer Moses for morning. Lawyer, but it is too bad. I sad. But
so I asked now fun.
Serious.
Hey, and asked now fun.
Yes.
You're the free ass now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Coach
Ibrahim Tanko Yasna.
Okay.
Almost the Queen's Pride.
Yeah.
Bottleless.
Yeah. But still, I'm on for say there is still hope. all is not lost. Looking at the number of games, any teams on the ball, any friends saying venues about matches, BBI beat me.
Say you, that's not for all day or morning. No,
many NTK messages. I mean, King.
There's still hope,
yes.
Now, I expect something different from there still.
Never said me the mean to Minka. Yeah. I'm matching your names in the show.
What's it there's still hope? We didn't have a bottle. We have this, there's still hope.
I'm matching your names in the show.
Okay. Okay.
Me can be.
Okay.
Okay. This is a question to do with my court. Arsenal will eventually, at the end of the season, Arsenal will win the trophy at the end of the season.
Okay.
Arsenal will eventually win the trophy at the end of the season. At Tamfu Mushri, cry your own cry. Your Chelsea is suffering a similar fate. We've not given up. Yeah. It's not over yet. At Tamfu Nyame, we need a free NTK. Okay. Yes,
okay.
Yeah.
Words of motivation.
Yeah.
That's not fun. Do you know? Enche and Arsenal normally lead 9 points. And after a goal, Azubimendi share and a Victor Jokeres edit 2 goals back home against Sunderland. Until we in Arsenal take 10 points lead. As some make a February young come energy no mini woody. Now from that time in the Babysine, almost Arsenal who are the swat. Until Shaquan as a dancing for us to be your more free mo. Shaquan almost fast so a lose to Manchester City in the finals. And you know, Shaquan almost fast so Tenefi and my Andoni Arioles bomb off. It's me babe share by 2 goals to 1. Not sure how they struggle at home against Sporting CP. It is a just social resource, no, social performance, no. Ne boss na nka yese. Baby omu drew ya omu guswa a bottle league title in the previous years, no. They need to beware because a no must drew you. The West Ham United, the Southampton match, the Aston Villa game. I do omu bottle league title and no bia so omaji omentim. A no must drew you. That was the test time for Mikel Arteta's team. When I never more the turning points. Ewo games mumu bonim said the bear omu begu so they are competing. Unfortunately, none of their players know what the character and the individual quality to provide that turning point for the Arsenal team. Inti omu ba iti hard no. No bien so omu be stay defensive. And so what Manchester City team now? A team omu depending so much on the experience of the manager, the experience of the captain, and the experience of Rodrigo Hernandez Cascante and a ball no more day ball. Until now, we expect Arsenal be approaching game and say clearly, and also a compact at the back. No more stabilizing midfield, no more making sure say, or more exploiting the weakness of the back line. No more. Pastor Joe. Na City to hear that individual brilliance. I bet me a change the game na mo. Into ya, do could try ya na emfa. Semenyo now poor anticipation and one of the poorest games awabo for a Manchester City. Oje bonano dia bonipa, oje bonano dia benipa. And at that moment you need a player obey magic ama bibie team yesi. The run check if a ball no. Of 4 ball no do 18 bottom and look at how he dazzled his way through. Gabriel Bano Trim Saliba Banoko, and he played the game so well. And a general, o team the ball no team to what them. First goal for team IFN Manchester City. Now Arsenal beat me, I come back and you know, who they should tackle no declared by one to me, Gabriel kwa one to me, Pierre Hinkapi kwa one to me. Abrantia no actually and the quality of the Abba Manchester City, and in the second half of the season, he's been the game changer of the side. Me jitu say Pep Guardiola lose the touch, or lose the midfield, the man here dominant. But one player, one missing a power, Kevin De Bruyne. And no now more midfield now a bit disjointed. I want some more dominating games, no. But in the second half of the season, Ryan Chaki Ababi Shimu Hokama Kama Momo, Amani Metimi Koi. Now, you know, after this game, Arsenal responding, making sure, say no, Omo City Nko. Intinano, now you discuss it, passing from the back. Any passing within the lanes, no. Why not the buy? You know, now make at you say, Rhinos Michel, the master of the total football.
I've been an Arsenal fan since childhood. Become Chelsea owner. And the Debre Abrams is here. Bernard Amufa, Chairman Amufa.
Oh, okay.
So you could have been now, Arsenal.
Oh, my brother.
All right. Maybe I will be a good morning, Chairman Amufa. It was.
It's Genoa. Now you discuss passing from the back. Nana make a Reynolds Michel Assem. And Gigi de Roma once again proved why it got to a point that Luis Enrique Pesoko. Because system no more person born and emfa. And you know, look at that level. Gigi Donnarumma, a could yes, a mistake, you know. Emma Car Harvest Etiekano Edimai. Passing from the back. Oh, all the space everything dia popo down to. But Arsenal press is so high. So sometimes coaches is so ideological. Mommy is so philosophical. And never do you do the simple things right and you are good to go. But become better here. Now after Canada knows Arsenal are back with him strongly. And look at this opportunity from Kai Havertz. And no nan could be expected a bit change game, no. Masejo, once again, you need that top level goalkeeping. It drew where it matters most. Obi Bakers Arsenal was unlucky because Omunya ball hit a pole mbebrebi. Masejo, it drew where it matters most in the English Premier League now. Manchester City. Everyone the big boys. Ellen Holland virtually was a liability throughout. Game no one count. But you know, and anyone wants say Peter Drury describe and say of force way the way through and utimi asago. And you know, baby, the could pick a ball no. She Nico O'Reilly. Na she the movement Ellen Holland di baby room and san obo board at them. And again, the two guys will be a special best step up, no, almost step up. And Manchester City for no almost the time a coach in a year. A better change the free man who said Imudao. Because no person no come more wide. Players are more speed, players are almost waiting me as she goes, and not Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard by. Unlike Noni Madueke and a better chase, and will be a special the creative spark for the side. And I do know do mobile. And eventually Obie nim Seka Harvest be not the last laugh no at your Matima, your friend Arsenal. And you know, look at that incisive cross. Seka Harvest a pin ball no said you na ball no and nampo no seketwabi. Arsenal you don't baby they couldn't survive. And at the Emirates they lost by 2-1. Once again, Manchester City are picky at the right time. Now, man who say league need Drew baby say the experience of the manager, experience of the squad, and experienced guys are more leaders within the team. No kaboom, no much ginger other guys no engineer, and no anything Manchester City are Bobby Drew say. So person who say Pep Guardiola a top manager. She how certain players within the squad engineer, and never be or Pep and Nick Carlo who I more special. The same Mourinho on a speciality. Jurgen Klopp on a speciality. Omunya elite managers by accident. She last season goals are not just Covidial. The Croatian centre back Pep the never ball left-sided side of defense. She goals are not they met him my friend. Manchester City. In his absence, Nico really the upper share the left side ho. Check the number of goals or the Matima, your friend Man City. Not just scoring, he's creating a lot for the side. Carlo Ancelotti extra midfield the BR will provide goals more than 10. Jude Bellingham, Freddy Valverde, and only a deal on the by more special among other coaches. And you know, a Pep Guardiola Basso because he in a castle derby. Pep it's him with the Ayemre and Cassis in Berry, uncle sabbatical leave, non continuity, non some review, or spending close to £500 million for players in less than 12 months. You have a bonnet, but Pep on Swatch say he's matured on in the Premier League. And at this level, the experience of the manager is so important. Give it to Pep Guardiola and Ryan Shaki is another guy. Frank Fone the market release Eba. Almost the Ryan Shaki Eba in general. World Cup no Adia Sajo Obian these young guys and him say Omo ebetimi ababe bojuma. Kudos to Manchester City, Arsenal there Sajo. We can only hope say Omo betimi bounce back, but very tough because they say pressure and down almost and Obian said the moment that pressure be back Arsenal so almost struggle. The moment that pressure be back Arsenal so be almost struggle. It is for Arsenal to lose though, meaning some Manchester City with difficult games. Crystal Palace bomb of game, two games are very difficult for Manchester City and Everton as well. Very difficult, but the Pep on say master and say it drew this level. He knows how to manage it, and as I said, unim Arsenal say pressure about almost and they saw almost survive. Let's give it to Manchester City and Pep Guardiola. And match and no be a person of any be my and the game really live up to it really.
After 38 games, then who knows wrong.
To see how many on Arsenal, sir.
They're difficult for you to change it.
No, any difficult.
And I had early days.
Any early days? Yeah. Baby, I'm
number of matches and the teams involved.
Yes.
And a venue now.
One thing I must study about the Manchester City team is that it drew baby a pressure we see an Arsenal in team. And he said, "You madana na kakra." Mama Man City 55.
Okay.
No, Mama Arsenal 45.
Before this game, now are you saying?
Before this game, no 50.
Come now, ne doctor. Ajia jinam dindin diam can be a mountain.
Sometimes they say 70 days. You know, some you know what in February.
Yeah.
Less than 2 months as I'm like can. And I'm Mikel Arteta. You know, so when Timmy and Nili go yeah. Just say or the Champions League paper Arsenal for and so. And yes, I don't think he will stay. No, I don't think he will stay.
So won't you congratulate me for winning against Arsenal? Oh, sometimes be kind to me. Kojoba. Oh.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't say. Kojo, congratulations. Why are they? Mr. Onafi, Yanko Bridge, no so. Yanko Edmaka Crow. Okay. Now, Anessa, Doctor. Yes, Dr. Franko Naro, or UK, and Auto to Manemepa. Please, we can't gloss over what happened on the bridge. It's big news. It must be given the needed attention. If the world champions lose 4 successive league games without scoring a single goal, it's major news. Arsenal losing 2-1 at Emirates is not a major news. I agree. Arsenal bottom the league is worrisome. We free Dr. Franko Naro, no the free UK Abreye. A hard dream power.
The hen hard.
Mr. Hard dream. Gentlemen, show goal mpo.
Chelsea. General.
Yeah.
Masem ne kan ye kan.
Next time make us all can out cause say. At the same time Man U ntimi moro. Man U before carry.
Man U before carry kono. I say
salad days no. Salad as in Imura. Yeah.
Oto wacha.
And yes Man U ana Saturday high hopi.
Sisi oto wacha ni Chelsea go so ana.
Oh ye man ho tam kwa.
Senyo. Na sisi e uni match. Did me not talk about uni match am very.
David.
Chelsea assembly there. Well, Chelsea fans and I'm fan check team owners no El Stamford Bridge no. Now proud to the game already na madi kan be kan ha say almost omo be ye kire e de atia empanimfo a omo be fa team no. Nti omo the placards e buy outside the stadium. And almost say Bluko out. Omo be kan west a yintimi kan radio so oh munya pictures ni yes. Into on your screen Chelsea fans no. And omo demonstrate tia team owners ni say omo nya omo team ni won ko na omo nya ade omo say omo team no on be fair team na ni say na team na tie into omo hia Bluko ne Clear Lake fo ni biu Bernard the ball ne Todd Bowley munya team no omo nko you know NT bia na
say sika koto team no onya nto no nko
aha say ball to football for the fans
okay
senya for the fans and Todd Bowley nko omo de ko US imagine omo na omo yire no mama we without the fans the only constant factor in the game of football supporters Sergio Sunday special akra ko park so na okobo na hu so omo adabi omo nyim free so omo adabi omo bet na ho hwe no so omo ama abo se na obi sa na de omo bet na ho hwe no omo aba into football there for the fans into who do sika ba beto but Sergio wo sika wa ba beto no you how COVID affected football ya ball obi any stadium ya Champions League final or Lisbon PSG any Bayern Munich obi any stadium you know how do you enjoy the game football without the fans empty stadium unahwe nti
yiti omo kakra
ah yiti kakra
Why are you out here protesting today?
Because our recruitment has been awful for the best part of 2 seasons and it's stagnated wherever the hell this project's meant to be. We've been lied to with briefs for the best part of 2 years as well, and everything just feels like it's driven by ego. When we won the Club World Cup, the owners, the directors, everybody got 80%, 60% increases. Our manager got nothing. Our players got 6% of whatever they earn from the trophies that they won, and it's all led to this.
You think the club needs some more experienced players? Is that one of the big issues?
Mainly the experienced players, and also just ignoring the manager's demands. Maresca said after Cole got injured, we needed a centre.
The difference between ye and the honor say, or mom ye demonstration you really I don't want some cotton park in so.
Yeah.
That is the difference. Omo mudinete ni nyina obi abuafu. Obi anhu tim ni ye. The Lampard, the Asian, the Makelele, the Drobbers, the Ballack, the Kujonson, the Jokos, those are the guys omo hwe omo. And the team not declining to the level omo nimbiu. Yeah. But the difference is that after the protest, obi e ko Stamford Bridge akwa akotena ho na akwa akohwe match ni bi. Enti Tindra kira Chelsea fans no eye di tia eye Bluko fo no ne Clear fo general eno na we TV so na omo ko park ne so no Bernard the Bali mo esoro ya na omo twam Sergio omo san bom ntutuo say omo good team no into omo nsori na omo nya bibi na team no omo ntimi nto de omo pema omo a omo nya mu mo omo betimi aba be team no na general omo mfa mo impempi se Chelsea edit team nema a young manager enema unhu ni bi ena unhu. I'm not saying that this is the first time Chelsea fans chante omo express omo displeasure towards the team, but so the team nema a green young manager onim bibia wo game ni mo a general say ena general game no ekokosi inti Europa Park no so no na Manchester United ball without their first 2 center backs na nanu ye kan ha say Leni Euro kura na se do akaron ono nso akopra yeah enti na kire wo de kwan dem for Chelsea say omo betimi abom homodin abo adwuma ye bibia kama because to see Madurai and Zedo who will say it in heaven you don't expect Manchester United to survive but United show resilience and who won that time Man United anytime they play Chelsea be as here no matter the form omo make sure say omo betimi IBB and look at that pass from Bruno Fernandes na share Matthias Cunha baby a ofri eba be ball no etimi editubu almost depleted the back line of the Chelsea team. And that was the approach. You know, in team I friend Man United, anytime Bia omo be share Chelsea no, omo motivate omo. And you know, I show the share. Sanfa yeko bi na defenders ane di Bruno echi. Na she 18 boss no baby Matthias Cunha eba no. She kwanya no, you look at the ball here from Brian Buemo, Bruno Fernandes. You know how they share. She Garnacho. Ode Marco Corella said you. What they share. Enti o here Chelsea team ma. Oh, share 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only one Manchester United attacker per and 18 boss. I'm talking about the 18 boss. Yeah. Into Franko Naro and Garnacho. Already Bruno Fernandes here. Only 4 Chelsea players in 18 but only one Manchester United player. So you ask yourself, what is the shape of this team? Play on Yenje. Not sure baby Matthias Cunha. So you know, look at the movement of Matthias Cunha. Kopama didn't hold in say Coachro Biso.
Useless team.
Kopama didn't say Coachro Biso. But a right position, the right time, the right technique, and a Matthias Cunha apply and a Jidwa, or Tim de Bono, it's me a 2 at them. And Bruno Fernandes, Bruno, or you want to assist. But be a Wujina be to me locating the players. He might not be flamboyant like Ryan Shaki. He's not Isco, he's not Neymar, but you know, utim easily locating the players of Obia. And you know, after that, United back close, ebe ball no ma pimpo no twice. But Joe, Bibia say, Liam Delap edli do attacker, who ye defender on one toe. Now say who Garnacho become who crowd the end da. Utim the tiro Joe because
oh yes.
Makasa the best position for Garnacho your bench. Na you know. Oma no Garnacho Oma United na who say o ye big you know. Na me one of those people na me who the Garnacho ye into who was a ball on him ball. And you know oba Chelsea no wasan kire say onye player obetimi rely on him. In the absence of Gatins when your opportunity be brave Passejo Garnacho intimi. Na Utima United players that Casemiro mo class e mo was Garnacho ball continue find sa opponent and not a ball no dey kwa. So said you 4 games not Chelsea intimi share go there. I don't think it's a mark of a good team.
And it was becoming clearer and clearer as well. Champions League game, friends, competition next season. Out.
Very clear. And you know,
there be a week be a you know, so
yes, and yes, it will affect the team.
Yeah,
because players are open marketing.
Yeah,
you saw this guy that down, and you'll be competing with other clubs for those players. It's you know, too bad. But Abbas says he said Diego Simeone likely say obetimi anya adwuma no menim say wo de o nye third ball lead into wo nye asem ni but Gadia Simeone ba sen ka ope
why not
okay Liam Rusini ayempam na say menede
no ayempam say was me na okay
oh after
me ayempam na we yen no e so tra Chelsea bidim questions abuze
that me from
Liam Rusini o buza say ayempam na not to Chelsea we dey
over the bread also your time not talking
the coach no there e wo form papa and answer to bench o no nim fe
we are no come for the it's sad but we a young coach now person progress or coaching career now you should be well with Chelsea
in some dosun enti mean say me bre e wo Falcon Michael Carrick
yeah
I feel I'm for a route for Carrick say you fed man
yeah
oh
David
I said oh yeah man you na yeah
na ball ya hu bra mo bra na twom twom
oh
you know David
or the side team we are Chelsea
say you na say
or the side defense we are Chelsea
Montimi say you de la pana ne bona enkoyi na Garnacho left enkoyi
so I am on a time kakra na so munyi nimfru
Carrick na United will need an elite manager
okay
omuhia manager or class
okay
so you Carrick or what you say no nyanhye suit more tie and now buy who here
what's the difference
is that the adwuma man na woka bibia ontie yes says on to nyanhye suit more on share white e more tie red no yenya the adwuma man na sa na obekọ e ho no ka hwe a ontie enti said you Carrick de obey ya no waye no waye ade but United person you know United person ko mo nim no compete and it is the Champions League and Man United they kwa akobo I agree Steve Holland e wo actually the experience na eboa basejo Man United person omo call manima I don't think it is Michael Carrick me wow. 3 games correct na who are the kunti am say person call the man Carrick Bournemouth match no Newcastle United match no and a West Ham United match no and a Leeds United match no correct 4 matches who are going to Carrick
Jenankuyi for match but must summarize
the game mostly depend on individual brilliance not by the method not by plan not by the strategy individual brilliance na magic no and the style no and the ideology no na set it up
individual brilliance no na I was him rather than the predecessor no
I'm not saying so onye hwe say o de no ba na me say onye hwe enti waye bibi ba ba United person o mo kɔ no ene Carrick waye bibi they know how to qualify for the Champions League. United fan no madwi ni so me Champions League enti waye bi but Champions League is a game for the elites. Thomas Frank, son of Brentford.
Elite coaches is almost disappointing all the time.
You know, I want
elite coaches. It means the team is almost disappointing.
No, I'm not saying say.
Other time be elite.
No, he's an English manager as well. Was I English manager? Love for now, peso drone an English manager. Champions League now, move on Saka for. One who England be coach. Love for now, peso con an English manager. Omun ro. Nyana uni pa ko Coventry or Doma Bakamakame. Omun love for no. Baby a opesa okona onye omo a sedu anya no koya odoma ba super frank opa fa chese adwuma man obedwane 1 week enye omo level no nti baby a Man United pesa oboko no de na ma kekare ka United for bi dan kwa ba December they should look for an elite manager.
I see.
You know, I'm not saying say elite managers no omo de bia omo benya pass mark but you know who bia oho to omo married for breast omo be fa coach. We go offer young coaches in the bed. Do man that no team yet. This is my elite for now. You need managers to manage the egos for camp. My sister United players don't be so take it from me. All the class will be back next season. And that will be very, very tough. Intermediate. My again is a Carrick there. I'm gonna say goodbye to him after the season. Wow. I'm gonna offer an upgrade over Michael Carrick.
Then that's all you answer the man.
Carrick,
yes.
The why now?
Then that's all you answer the Man U Manama as an Sassonia.
You know, to be fair,
after all the coaches are bar, no money pedigree. Yeah, Omunisro. Yeah, but we no buy and over by no.
You know,
a chance our coaches.
I didn't have a Carrick as our coaches.
Man, you know more hands on a Carrick.
Man, you yes. And you Ruben Amorim on what is on one. Amorim is not an elite manager. No elite team will employ Amorim. Yes. Said elite.
As soon as said the Carrick, you know, a better thing than Ruben Amorim.
No, because Omunina say great.
But perform better.
I'm not disputing that.
Yes. In the day no person Yansana what qualifies the Man U mama.
You know, so Obabe for team a short stint, a different form. Obabe manage 4 competition or 5 competition in the season. Tell them Thomas Frank the example man say Brentford Sheduma no ayo. Your man the Tottenham was spending he had to manage 5 competition in 1 season. What do you mean? And we don't quite them. And to carry the wire Juma wire but they do United for any the whole coaches or game ni more be or more the right to go out there and sign quality material to improve their team. Me who their Carrick at the different a bit me a level of game no. I think they will need an upgrade over Carrick. Wow. Compete here. It is not an English manager.
Coaches are omuni up there. Okay, idea to match almost perform. Africa, Europe, maybe. Tomorrow go down beside the Carrick. Okay, you go.
My English ni back one.
Okay, Southgate so I had
8 years. Yes, what coaching national team 8 years? One year.
At least or you should be offered to free and level of team. Say Lions go do ya. Even though I need trophy, but as compared to the previous years,
mediocrity.
Oh, mediocrity. Say.
You know, the national team 8 years. One need trophy. What for final me no. You want to me
before the final say.
You know the level is winning the World Cup in 1966 and you're playing in the finals. That is the level.
Agoda coaches are Brewer and the Kerm. So what will he say about City's win yesterday? Individual brilliance or coach's handiwork? Tactical Orlando and the way ever.
match him. Pep won a handiwork, and I gave reasons for that. You know who Clarence and Bernardo Silva be here. How many coaches in the world will play Bernardo Silva as number 8? That is Pep Guardiola.
Okay.
Coaches say warriors. I would do say, and the Bernardo Silva upon number 8, a boss to boss. It is Pep. Nico O'Reilly, and I was giving a reason about Josko Vidal. And how I know she goes. Or Babe joining team. Sa Ronaldo didn't Nico O'Reilly yebono. And Jinchenko time they were the same role. That is Pep Guardiola. That is Pep Guardiola, Genoa. Any coaches, Coach Orlando, media, that is my opinion. I don't think United should sign Market.
All right.
Liverpool kakre.
Okay, nanka yenko here Tottenham so kakra. Yenko Tottenham. Omo free relegation zone mo ben finfi.
And a Jorginho Luta.
90+5.
Na go na Javi Simon share na. No money is about the life wire. But unfortunately, Roberto deserved the first game now he drew. Or a one person, a lot of pundits believe we say if you are talking about any of the young managers or what the chance are on your opportunity with any of the big clubs or Beyadia, he's one of them because of a Juma or yeah.
Konukra another example here come up. Cause no we see the Papa na ko drew elite coaches no mono.
Why?
Roberto Deserbi. Open us sempa.
Deserbi me penasa ma elite.
No ba unim say or no unim so bia the club say Man U shenza or far better change carry.
Yes. You will do the far better.
They no no Tottenham.
They are not the same. You know
the Tottenham players. Saturday unim utre players.
Yes.
Baby mu free.
Yes.
And then ball omugo. Then as they be there.
No, you know they are not.
Relegation.
And have 2 games. You know 2 games.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what happens.
Man United a team no they are not the same. You know.
Go.
Now
English coaches now on poor myself.
No, after
simple.
No, you know. Whether they way Franko Naro. So English coaches see. There be some me a fat or any opinion. You know, as a Premier League teams in the cry English managers and they are not there. Why would the whole Premier League back of Fat Pep, Jose, Carlo, Conte, say English managers? Why did you not move for to the level of teams in K2 na said you Omukofa or one of the baby coach. Scott Parker by ya says you was uncle. Into Omo who's on microphone and idea. You know that is it. Okay. It's Tottenham Hotspur Airborne General and himself list against Brighton and Roberto Deserbi any more with the BB team. But I said, Brighton for 9 give up. And look at this goal from Karim Mitoba. She be out the ball with me too, yeah. We'll keep any answer to that. But again, you look at Tottenham almost and give up, and you know, still no more pushes or more beating me IBB. And she still a Brighton for also to Derby. The like of Van Heck and other players almost central defense on so mum Emmanuel Koyi and Famomo. And clearly, Tottenham was team. Say, look at how I almost see pressing and how I almost see rushing to make sure it's on baby. And look at that goal from Javi Simons straight away on the ball to me too. And gradually, it looks as if he's swarming himself into the Premier League after free Germany by now Nkoye. But look at this goal, Ajinra or the man Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham is so merry because look at the joy and the jollity from Javi Simons. But you know, Jorginho Ruta. 90+5. Said you, no, the ball need to move. Now, Tottenham players' reaction will be hard in security and go in for mom. It is a very tough for Tottenham Hotspur, but I still feel that Roberto Deserbi will rescue them. It's not easy. Over here, Juman ain't easy because the Premier League in small teams in the ground, and especially so whom now to mention. There are venues who are difficult, but as I said, minimum said that determination, a bit me Tottenham Hotspur a phrase.
All right.
Mo Salah 2017, the first Merseyside derby, or they announced on the presence, say a new king Abba the Merseyside, and so ball between Everton and then team my friend Liverpool, also announced on the presence. After 6 years. Everton moved to Hill Dickinson Stadium. You know almost simple. And again, look at that pass from Cody Gakpo to Mo Salah. And you know, look at the control, look at the composure, and look at the precision from Mo Salah. And I said, Salah is announced on a presence bill. Here Dickinson a stadium. Now Ailman in the eye and so born and look at Udia Salah. She pass now called the gap with the two mono. Now she kwaya straight away from Kodi Gapo. Look at the movement of Mo Salah. And no one of the born it me too. And Beto etimi ete kano edima etimi friend Everton. Basejo finally Virgil van Dijk 90+ minutes. Obianim say game ni apon. Obianim say game netimi aye draw. And a Virgil van Dijk and so pim. Born itimi edi 2 ma Liverpool enya 2-1 into Mo Salah scored in the first Merseyside derby and Genoa the last Merseyside derby in the Premier League. Mo Salah is saying goodbye to Hill Dickinson Stadium with another brilliant goal. Itimi ma Liverpool the bragging rights over their neighbors. Okay. It is so far we any games of course so in the Premier League. All right.
Yeah, because yonko Bundesliga num kakra. Company. Na we enfanche Bayern Munich with 4 games to go.
Yeah.
Only the park no yeah.
Yes. Yeah, now okay say coach say 4 more na manage the company can. O my 4 more me say there be Bayern needs an elite manager company can.
But the elite is pam kwada nyina afri.
Odi adwuma no mo ntimi.
Company ntimi nye.
That me competition no of him, but he need to prove me wrong by winning the Champions League. So do so ben kura yem so nipa yo ya kura na.
Nipa be.
Una ne wo pam Liam Rosini.
Yes. O dey say dey be ntimi nye. Sounds na lead for so call omo titi to debi.
O nye omo nyina ntimi. But omo de omo ye bibi omo nye kai omo nye debi. Omo ye kai debi. Nti enye pe. Again, company a decent job ewo Germany. Even in the Champions League to beat Real Madrid home and away, it also was BB. Well, improve over last season games of boy in the Champions League because so she the game against Aston Villa, who she the game against International Milan. After a draw at the San Siro, no be any so bet me a BB or the Allianz Arena. I'm fat and ultimately free. And it was sure BB and my this season. Was by a team of the Paris Saint-Germain, Obi a cast of me favorite for competition was shown. And not the Madrid back to back as well as also. In the Bundesliga de Genoa, only a lot of competition within the Bundesliga. Bayer of Leverkusen, Sergio, who are they? Omaton Jonathan Tah, Omaton Florent Vase, Victor Boniface is no more around. Into competition away. Into only a lot of competition in the German Bundesliga. Borussia Dortmund. Day in, day out. Omo hweso omo beja omo top players kwa omo mako. E omo se omo kepu Sergio Gurasi, Nico Slotterberg is still there. Omo for other players from other teams ababe kan. RB Leipzig, they only need to unleash the quality materials omo nya omo de buy Europe no. Javi Simons, Dominic Szoboszlai, and all these guys no maba be job mo Europe. In the Bundesliga there Bayern any competition be into your horn ya na di so be beba beje free omonsem into 4 games na you know ometimi agena nyenwa. But the good thing is that the key figures of the Bayern Munich team game no ekwa na ekodenim. Look at Jamal Musiala back no. Look at Harry Kane. She a 3-man forward wa ye di amatima your friend Bayern. She how we improve Michael Olise. He was a talented player at Crystal Palace. But look at the improvement of their kind of game now. Luis Diaz was another brilliant player from FC Porto to Liverpool. But the number of goals or shed the bomb and the Harry Edward King himself. And all this Ejina Omechi. What me I agree, the Jonathan Tah or Pemikano central defense in Muye. Ama Manonoya no be enemy say Janetum, Genoa. Manonoya is back. In the company Juma Wayo or Bayern Munich dear Genoa. In the Bundesliga, now me expect so much competition from other clubs. May the Champions League in a better, but the reality is that he has really improved from a Juma year in the first season. So the Babe to now. And kudos to Bayern Munich. Makati Mutim no, and then an African Ponzi no like Mutim. Mickey, you've won the Bundesliga. And the Champions League no be here. This time it is Luis Enrique Martinez Lucho against company where it matters most. Let's see. So bet me prove you wrong again by winning the UEFA Champions League. Wow. Yeah, good Simeone dear.
Young go Simeone this year.
Okay.
Assembly or why is Uncle Habu.
Bayern no. Okay.
Yo American company Bentley. Ananka buy and see omo pe coach na ko ball company can small be kafa
make the same thing say you got some fan
enzo hwere hoye
do you know waji the Bundesliga
I mean say waji
and I'm say waji the Bundesliga yes
hwere hoye
the standard is not Bundesliga
say ko for platform
yes.
No kase old players no legends no omo platform bi na basobody omo de ma abrante no e sha se na ba ko na mienu bi e be so omo ye omo so omo mpe omo but most of them no so you try guy na hwe
okay
hwe na de vision company omo tie wa na nkomo fa no
okay my PhD in free Champions League omo ba bia na me wono so let's wait o de my PhD in free Champions League nim say last season same thing but free more Champions League no. I'm not saying we don't have to give young coaches the opportunity.
No, but also elite coaches they handle elite club.
They've proven that.
Yes.
You know they've proven that.
But elite coaches.
How many of them?
At least it's here. Come on, two. Carrick and company.
UEFA
and there are others.
You know, UEFA Champions League. The last time was elite manager.
Okay.
The last one, the OJ elite manager.
Okay.
The Osanje, the last one, the elite manager. Right. You sit down and analyze the UEFA Champions League masters. No? If it is not Carlo, it is Pep. If it is not Pep, it is Jose. And you will be one of B. But you know, even Zizou, Zizou, and in the situation. So I'm not saying we don't have to give young managers the opportunity. But you know, compare elite managers about Chelsea. Now compare young managers or Maba. Now show how those coaches fared.
Oh, well.
That is the point I'm making.
And you know, Emrano Kwakasima, mi Adiono, na Dumino, about Kessben television, Edu Jada, Yasha matches na course weekend, you know, na fe also watching Sebia, no, or the Ababe Kahon. With 4 games to go. So, only the Dortmund, 15 points. Visit company, with 4 games. Yes. 15 points. They are carrying now.
You now or Brom to bear 20.
Dear, Abasbore is a chain way and is a visit.
You know, I've given his flowers to
him. Okay, you have the other side.
Yeah.
Black guy.
Yeah.
Bibini.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know?
Na function other black coach is a chance. The ABM.
Okay. Do you know? Black coaches, black referees, even opportunity to Europe in Europe, the whole Brazilian population a tuntum for na beji omo football na si hono kra they don't appoint a black coach. So go back and check the Brazilian coaches. Ubehun said the Flavio Costas, the Tele Santanas, the Mario Zagallos, the Carlos Alberto Pereira, the Luis Felipe Scolari's, Gino Bobo, the Manu Menezes, Carlos Dunga, and the Babi C. Chiche. Who's a Brazil for more appointed a black coach. Oma, a tuntum for a game, let's you. Now, you know, you're really concerns about black coaches at Europe only had the opportunity to live up to expectation. Yama Patrick Vieira chance when Timmy Oko Italy signed by it didn't work for him. No Espirito Santo Wolverhampton. Otimi ye bibi Emma Alice Wolves Bobo coding bear ni munyam. Genoa and a man Liam Rossini a chance on Timmy Ewo Chelsea. The shortest manager ya sacking we as a power a black Liam Rossini and a papa 10 minutes spend ye de sacking. Like Liam Rossini and your opportunities I do. Nanko dia fa baby na yakasa black managers here yenye confidence because I do. Kolo Toure na oti bench o Man City.
Yeah.
Busa ho say Man City for benya GDS say Pep Guardiola e kwa omni team be man na no. Inti ka obi express these black managers in your opportunity to beat me. But you know the present one is Liam Rossini and look at how he's struggling at Chelsea.
Yeah.
Company. I listened to the interview of Gabriel Fernando Jesus. And I referred to Nebusa Jesus said, I don't want a company ye coach or yard. I said, there be Oko dressing room, or poor matcha, over dressing room, no fan a laptop. Or the wish I born and can we ko hanka isi, we ko hanka isi. Inti, or Popo Nina, no, ye the coach in your dressing room, according to Jesus. You know, we had opportunity a company now, you know. Team Bayern Munich said you omu ye team omu putu coaches to scrutiny, especially omu former players, and these are great players. Born omu both to the highest level, achieve a lot, and win the Champions League, and they played under great managers. So our ball under out my head for that, you know, one of the greatest, and our ball under him. Ebimu bo under Carlo Ancelotti, ebimu bo under Pep Guardiola. Nti omo what it takes to put any coach to scrutiny. Nti said yo, omo ma junior league girlsman opportunity. A young manager ofri omo krom oba e wantimi. Omo ma ni Kovac opportunity oba e wantimi. But you know, omo put to that faith in company and company buy no. Bundesliga no wa jere with star. For 25 years no omo share Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. Wa ko she omo. In the last 4 meetings against Real Madrid at the Allianz Arena with elite managers, Carlo, Pep Guardiola, omo ntimi oba be share Real Madrid. It is a deal company there. We be a kwemu di ama black coaches no. At least and you know in a land that ye nyina ye gitu mu say ye ka racism omo ye one of the masters of racism Germany. Okay. But omo introduce blacks de kakra Terada Samoa, David Odonko, Jeremy Mokakao. Go to the level of Brazil versus Germany. Now I'm the captain Amba da kwa koma the former center back Kevin Prince-Boateng say ononin captain the national team. E de omo ba bisi Kevin Kurani, e de omo ba bisi company. E landa e hunu so omo nye blasting to no. Ene omo trump card, omo biggest brand, omo biggest team is coached by a black coach in Juma. A Juma company aye no. Yeah. We be kwanim di ama young coaches number 1. We be kwanim di ama black coaches. Imagine company winning the Champions League. Obviously, we coaches are within a short time. In recent times, because Zizou stopped after 2006. How many years now? It's company I hope he win the Champions League, and that will pave way for countries, any teams or money black coaches. They'll give these black coaches the opportunity to be
coaches deserve Vieira and also every pushy kakraba so
Vieira or Bebreo once when your opportunity to I think he went to Bologna, Crystal Palace, it didn't work.
Struggle.
Minyesho sa Arsenal for the team back akoma party Vieira. Until this the opportunity yenya Habib Beyimo coaching in the League 1 and the rest, but said you let's see company open gate, and I hope you win the Champions League.
Okay, you can come news everything for Bakwana Minubi Akwanke Yonko Spain kakra na Yonko Atletico Madrid. It drew where it matters most na omode awoho odwini ho a won tia say Atletico Madrid there two omona fifi as yengura Spain yengura Italy no one the country a yebe ko ba bia na edi asemo a o say Inter Milan won against Cagliari fifi da wa match we okay you discuss match ye ni abru ha
on Friday
ye ni abru ha o na hina de gure
Inter ne komo wachina e wo kupa de re.
All right.
Wait, matters most one team.
All right, Atletico Madrid.
Do you know, Simeone, the man in your club, any Ateta, the any business or trophies to show to the level of beating Real Madrid CS2 in the Super Cup. But none of me can answer Griezmann at the free Sociedad and a baby PMO or Atletico Madrid. So, Atletico Madrid the team, no. Now your Real Sociedad team no in recent times. Now we season you be on me no page on game nedru. Now we players a free Real Sociedad echo. And now we omo maka. The likes of John Martin, Barenegia, Goncalo Gildes, Oka Obi, it's a Kalel Taka, and then you are talking about Oyazabel. These are the guys of Maka. But 88 team know where a lot of established and quality players up front. Julian Alvarez, and you know, one player or pon who wasn't throughout. Adimunda Lukman. Every big game was step up. Every big game, Lukman step up. And he said, "You no BN say match with the difficult, and that is Adimunda Lukman for you. No BN say game with there. And you know one thing about Lukman is that I am ambidextrous. Both feet in our ball, but born be BN who him you. Onimu train, onimu go share everything." And to know being him say when you a difficult game for team and friend Atletico Madrid. Passaggio a key Julian Alvarez. And look at this one. A poor one from goalkeeper Juan Musso. A poor one from goalkeeper Juan Musso. And I know Nti Julian Alvarez cried the team take animal in the final minute and the call penalty say Alexander Soloff, you know, was saying dia Real Sociedad it him too bad for Diego Simeone. At least no be him say we dey any trophy and k difficult for him.
Yebaba ye files no and so diaries no so pamjo and there you Germany form before and I form no mdikura Qatar 2022 and domde eba Mexico, Canada, and USA. Bishop Kakra, but the messages no Kakra na demode and so Abeka program. You say talking about blacks. I think the black race is gradually doing what? Taking over football now. Check the potential for Ballon d'Or now. Not to mention of few Mbappe, Lamine, Vini, Olise, and the likes. Even Dembele is likely to win his second Ballon d'Or. Wow, the offer from the Abadono. Edmond, Misaka message, you know, good morning, Joe. I'm Kwame Savage inside Kumasi Bokrum Estate. When is Chelsea going to rise up? We need a winning mentality coach, not Sunday special coach. Sunday special, dear Sunday special. Don't do it for Ashtown Abre. Good morning, General. Please, you asked Andy Kerm a simple question about Carrick, but he couldn't give you reasons why the aforementioned name shouldn't be given the Manchester United's job. Well, Andy feels Carrick should go back to the Championship and spend 10 years before he can be seen as the man for the Man U job. Don Ashtown anyway, and so me free Don Ashtown. So how does a coach become an elite coach if not given the opportunity to coach an elite team? Per Andy's logic, Pep Guardiola wouldn't have been discovered tactical and assigned the way
born in Barcelona. Milan and Barcelona make coaches.
Okay.
Milan and Barcelona make coaches. Madrid make coaches.
Okay.
Madrid uye bibi and now the abaho ba be peduma dia. Chelsea uye bibi now the abaho be peduma dia.
Okay.
To be no opportunity to baby. Now watch the opportunity now nya no. Ye mban wadwuma or the big platform but you can deliver and now the aba. Tina just say ye adwuma or Porto. No, chile said there be go now be share Old Trafford no the rain you know. Yeah man a big platform will beat me and all the about Chelsea and he delivered. You know as an assembly.
Fifi is right. You
know 52 days to the World Cup in Mexico, US and Canada. Now Oshe Germany national team they from the Mannschaft or the Bayer the team. We a team World Cup no Sergio. Omo ye team omo bought the most finals so far as the World Cup and here concern. 8 finals no team abo and omo jema akoma 4. The obi ade beka omo ye the miracle of Ben in 1954 it was Switzerland. After conceding the first 2 goals from Sebo and then Ferenc Puskás. Sergio, they came back ebe share 3-2 from Helmut Rahn and Massimiliano Lacrosse and Omobeti at the share. Yehu and Niamumai World Cup maybe because of time. I'm looking at their last 2 performances at the World Cup. You know, Omoji 2014 or Brazil. Now be any madi Omokoso Brazil in 2014. In the history of Brazilian football, a Nieman Binu and Omompeso Mbeka Uwiase. Maracanazo and then Minerazo and also Corso. Yachimo de Maracanazo Nida. Se Adia Safiano and Escaro, ye Omo, 1950 World Cup finals, Maracana. Also Flavio Costa Cry, Yesheno, BB, and yet in a free stadium. No, and then Marcel Babosa, a catcher say. The longest sentence Yadobeko prison those days were 30 years. But on Kwanya didn't call prison in Brazil sir for the rest of his life before I will say goodbye to Brazilian football. Now 7-1 on the man Brazil in 2014. Another disaster happened to Brazilian football. And a Germany from Kwane what the machine a 5-1 Obeti with the ISI Jumano with Ozil, Thomas Muller, Miroslav Klose, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Sami Khedira, and the midfield maestro himself in Bastian Schweinsteiger. And Omotua so the 2014 World Cup with Mario Goza and yeah the last goal no the ma omo title no from Argentina. Inti so share the Argentina you omo in 1986 for Mexico. And omo be reply Argentina in 1990 the Toto Schillaci's World Cup in Italy. Ekwan omo fa so eliminate Argentina in 2006. And so BR in fear and almost sabe bo panie bio or the final everybody to say Satam Nananke open up the chapter for Lionel Messi. Gonzalo Pipita Higuain. Any chances of boarding in Atuguye. After the World Cup, now you know who say generation and day. And member no woman yes a buy. Buy in that group. Said you Ankuya and far more in the group of Sweden, Mexico, Germany, said you, Ankuya and far momo. Ntimi and qualify from the group. No, we don't call the last World Cup in the Omasadi or Moba. Nico Slotterbeck, Antonio Rudiger, Kai Havertz, Serge Gnabry. Those are the guys that almost had to move back to this particular tournament. The most unfortunate thing for them is that they will be missing Ike Gundogan and Toni Kroos in midfield. Now Pascal Gross won chile says who the job mon beat me aye, but they have Jamal Musiala back. Your mo big boy hoping say obet me a changing here madiabon. Ya show against Ghana. Any friendly game moment Ghana boy, a new brand of German football under Julian Nagelsmann. Nedia no enye very direct. Nedia any pacey. Nedia any more of a team play. Nedia any possessive based style. And or the German national team. Can such system any style will work for Germany at this World Cup? Very tough. The last two World Cup ended in embarrassment. But you see, I share the last European Championship or boy. Anthony Taylor and a dinner a penalty. Intimian for man called the next of the competition against Spain. Mikia Merino a heady ball. Share Abraham Antonio Rudiger. A heady ball share Spain. Intimidate to us or moko share ya the European Championship. And Germany and young talented players are hoping settings will work out. They will not get Marc-André ter Stegen imposed because of form. Manuel Neuer is not available. So that will be a big blow for them imposed. Defense there. So Nico Slotterbeck, Jonathan Tah, now Antonio Rudiger. Who decided to say, call a back three? Said you are good to go. David Ram is there. Pavlovic is there. Only a lot of issues he made for because of Pascal Gross or Joshua Kimmich and so on. And even if he decides to Joshua Kimmich bekwa. Serge Gnabry pra. One year careful of them is the World Cup. But at least with Jamal Musiala, said you, who Kai Havertz, or Florent Weiss, or the new young sensational, by the Bayern Munich, Germany, almost fair share of the materials or Modeba. Or needing any to say the Ebeko Borg, Reminega, Paul Breitner, Rudi Voller, Jet Muller, how almost stop the total football in 1974, Germany, there be almost stop the direct, more skilled, refined game of Argentina, Carlos Bilardo's team with Diego Armando Maradona in 1990. How they turn a team my friend Brazil to shreds with that kind of magical midfielder. No, me so refined to more energy. Now Brazil midfield in team one share 7, they are not coming with that firepower. But at least with Mozilla, with Kai Havertz, said you who puts up full World Cup no beat me IBB. So Germany team no fun names, the big guys who are performing so bad in Europe never. But again, they are Bayern Munich in the semi-finals of the Champions League. And said you say omu team sa or ya ne bomb because Jonathan Tah, Musiala, Pavlovic, Serge Gnabry, team no more Champions League final. The exposure, the expectation, the demand, the cohesion. I be on side, and so cohesion in a bomb. And the 2014 World Cup. No credit to say World Cup I boa 4-4-4-4 the that's no who say Germany ya di o mu pa. But you know this is not the one. Nti omunye one of the favorite. But you know this is the team omo de
Germany your favorite?
No.
Oh, okay.
They are not favorite.
Wow.
They are not one of my favorite anyway. They are not one of my favorite. I don't think omo the quality omo did you World Cup ni be na deba. But one thing is different. Omo wa de obi ani bi. E teamwork. Omo nya duru tournament na ase a obetimi a disregarded the materials omo de beba because then the 2002 team had only Ballack and Dr. Franks or to some extent Schneider. Ebi Albeka to Oliver Novel more a ball the Champions League final with Real Madrid or Hamden Park. So those guys were on form. But the absence of Ballack and how in the final. Nti omo fasa names ni bi na eba. The Ozils, the Closer, the Mullers, no. Passejo, omo ye team omo do tournament na sia. Omo game model, the mentality, the teamwork, any BBA team sesa. And untina upon all the skill set from Saramaka, Germany need team omo bo final so do pa. 8 and they've won 4. They are not one of my favorite, but you know you can never disregard Germany when it comes to the World Cup.
Okay, you so